Ahora sí vamos con el papito lindo, hermoso, precioso. Tantacito. Hito, por el amor de Dios. Ven acá. Hito. Por favor. Te necesito, Hito, 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 Hito. Qué diferentes las historias del Genshin con las de Honkai. Medias Disney. Maybe. Hito. Mejor personalidad que Hito no hay. Exacto.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Was there something we could help with?
Yes. I'm afraid that I have another task that requires your assistance. The Adventurers Guild has recently received a commission directly from the Tenryou Commission. The assignment is both urgent and dangerous. After assessing the assignment, the Guild has concluded that seasoned adventurers are required. Naturally, you came to mind.
Just another day on the job for us.
Un encargo peligroso.
Allow me to explain. The Tenryou Commission recently issued an arrest warrant for a young Oni by the name of Arataki Ito.
Ay.
You mean those big, tough-looking guys with horns on their heads?
That's correct. This particular Oni is quite vocal and audacious, so he already has quite the reputation on the streets. That said, he has never been caught up in major trouble of any
Y
kind.
entonces, ¿por qué lo
So it
quieren
came as a surprise to learn that he
capturar?
has recently been accused of stealing things, and sometimes even whisking away the people themselves.
What the fuck?
But it doesn't end there. When the Tenryou Commission dispatched a Doshin to apprehend him, he assaulted the Doshin before making a getaway with his accomplices.
Es un auténtico villano.
So let Paimon guess. It's up to us to bring this Oni in. No problemo. This does sound like a job for the Traveler. She'll be back with that Oni in no time.
I have complete confidence you will succeed. However, please exercise caution. This Oni also happens to hold a vision, and is the leader of an organization known as the Arataki Gang.
Él tendrá una banda, pero yo tengo a Paimon.
On second thought, Paimon will leave the fighting to you. The last place Paimon wants to be is in a gang fight.
Me imagino a la viajera y Paimon, yo te elijo. Paimon usa gula.
We are still
Y se los comió
investigating
todos como que...
Arataki Ito's potential motives behind these incidents, as
Ay,
well
mi
as his current
imaginación.
whereabouts. But please ask around in the streets as well. There will likely be others more familiar with Ito's circumstances than I am, who can provide you with useful information.
Bien, preguntaremos a la
Thank
gente.
you. I will await your return. Ad Astra Avisask.
Atas, Ravisask. Alma de oro. Oh, yo parte el título. Oh, es que sí.
Let's start asking around on the streets. Hopefully we'll learn a little more about
Es
the
de oro,
Adventurers
ese men es
and
de oro.
figure out where he might have run off to.
El último capítulo ha sido una masacre. What? Para detenernos rotarán al doceavo. Herschel, literalmente la mitad ha muerto peleando. What? Tengo que llegar a eso. Lo otro mitad se en unos minutos. Que me puede hacer algo. Se revelaron verdades de 50.000 años. Men, yo todavía ni siquiera he pasado el tercer capítulo. ¡Ah, spoilers!
Arataki Ito? Yeah, I've heard of the guy. Word is, he did something monumentally stupid, then ran off before they could catch him. And to be completely honest, I was a little surprised when I first heard it. Okay, well, I mean, not that surprised.
Wait, you mean he already had a bad reputation?
No, not exactly. He's just very overbearing in everything he does. Big and brash and always making a ruckus. So, on the one hand, he's a larger-than-life kind of guy. But on the other hand, he's emotionally volatile. When he's in a good mood, he's as high as a kite, but when he gets upset, he gets completely enraged. I don't personally see him as a bad guy, but I guess I wouldn't put it past him to get all riled up and lose control.
¿Tiene algún tipo de trabajo estable?
You know, I'm afraid that I'm not too sure myself. I keep a pretty good eye on what's happening in the city, and as far as I can tell, he just idles the days away.
Te concierto ponían imágenes de los fallecidos. Ay, no, a mí solo me dolió dos personajes que no podían pelear, pero aún así enfrentaron su destino entre miedo y deber. No me hagas esto, la torre.
When someone asks for it, he's willing to lend a helping hand, but other than that, he's just out making a scene with the kids on the street or his gang. If I had to guess, his lack of income finally drove him to do something more drastic to make ends meet.
Is it just Paimon, or is this Ito fellow starting to sound pretty weird?
I'm afraid that I don't have much else to tell you. He tends to spend his time with people a little more lively than myself. Perhaps you could try asking around some more.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. A ver qué más me pueden decir. Usted, doña, ¿qué sabe de Ito?
Arataki Ito?
Ito, papito.
Oh yeah, I heard about that whole thing. I'm sure it must have been a mix-up on the Tenryou Commission's end. He could never do anything so dastardly.
Huh? How can you be so sure? Is he really as trustworthy as all that?
No, perhaps you misunderstand me. When I said he could never do anything dastardly, I meant he literally doesn't have what it takes.
No tiene la capacidad de ser el mal. Dices que no es lo suficientemente fuerte. ¿Te refieres a que no es tan inteligente? ¡Ay, cualquiera de los dos está muy feo! ¡Pobrecito!
Maybe a story will explain it better. So, he used to spend a lot of time playing rock, paper, scissors and hide and seek with the kids on the streets.
Es muy buena, oye.
Kids, being kids, aren't exactly the most difficult to outsmart. I'm sure you can see what I'm getting at here. He used to lose all the time, sometimes catastrophically.
Oh, no, pobrecito. Hasta que hasta los niños les ganan. Era como un chihuahua que se enfrenta a un tren de carga enredándose entre las ruedas para reducir su velocidad. ¿What? Me gustaría tener a Ito, pero no tengo buenos support para él. Una analogía a la del chihuahua. No, bueno. Yo a Ito, mira, yo utilizo a Ito con, ya sea con Shogun, ya sea con Jai Miko, ya sea con Jin para que lo cure. Ahorita les enseño más o menos con qué lo uso.
On purpose, though, right?
¿Así a propósito?
No, not at all. The one time I saw him win, he started jumping around and yelling, "I won! I finally won! I'm unbeatable!" And so on.
¿Cómo lo imito?
Then he took the kid's candy as his prize and ate it right there in front of him.
Oh. Oh, diablo.
That's just plain wrong.
He did take
El
it
chamaco
way
se
too
lo
far that
merecía.
time. The poor kid started crying, so I stepped in and gave Ito a scolding. He was pretty quick to admit that he was fully in the wrong, and it wasn't long before the kid had stopped crying and was laughing and playing again as if nothing had ever happened. In fact, the children quite like playing with him because he's always serious about the stakes and never throws a game on purpose. So, I suppose what I'm trying to say is a guy who can't even beat kids at a children's game really gonna be capable of these kinds of diabolical deeds?
Comienza a entender lo que quiere decir.
He doesn't sound like a bad guy at all. In fact, he kind of sounds like a man of integrity.
Porque sí lo es.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. Still, the Tenryou Commission's evidence against him is supposed to be irrefutable.
No, pero me dio mucha pena su misión.
So, I'm not trying to
Da
condone
pena
his
verlo.
actions or anything. If he really has messed up big time, then he should face the consequences just like anyone else.
Thanks for the info. We'll keep asking around.
Mire. Cuando uso a Ito, utilizo a Shogun junto con Sinchu o Jin para que lo cure. Mm, Luego a veces también lo utilizo con Kiki. A veces lo utilizo con Chonjun, pero no me da buenos resultados, pero sí con Shenlin. Les digo que con Miko también lo utilizo. Mm, mm, mm. Creo que no he intentado con Bárbara. Bárbara renta más para otras cosas. Y estoy armando a Guro para ver si puede ser un buen support. Porque dicen que Guro es muy buen support para Ito. Están casi como que tienen que estar muy agarraditos de la mano para que puedas aprovechar a lo máximo a Ito. Porque el arma lo tengo el arco de Favonius, me falta obviamente fortalecer sus artefactos y obviamente fortalecer a Goru y con eso ya tendría un muy buen team para Ito. Exacto, es bueno. Pero te digo que no usaba a Goru y pues ya lo estoy armando.
Arataki Ito. Of course I know him. We've been trying to apprehend him recently. We know he's already left Inazuma City, but with no clues to follow, we have no choice but to commission others for help, including the Adventurers Guild.
Catherine says that Arataki Ito hasn't done anything seriously bad before, so it seems pretty strange. Paimon's curious. Is there any evidence of all this stuff he's accused of?
Yes, of course. Otherwise, we'd never have put so many people on the case. For starters, most thieves will try to devise a way to conceal their identity, but for an Oni, the horns are a dead giveaway. I mean, the whole city could have recognized it was him.
¿Cómo sabes que no fue otro Oni?
At first, he was just one of our suspects, but when we went to investigate, he personally confessed to everything and started trying to provoke the officers.
Ah,
What's
caray.
most frustrating is that he then managed to escape along with his entire gang. He must have been planning the whole thing right from the start.
¿Acaso tenía motivos para comportarse así?
Of course he did. Whether material or psychological, there is plenty of evidence either way. He's never had a Mora to his name his entire life, and he's never kept down a real job. Word is that he also takes care of someone in his gang, and that the burden of it takes quite the toll on him. After scrounging for a living all these years, maybe he thought that being the bad guy would be an easier ride.
Pero mantiene gente.
As for his
Es una perita
psychological
en
motive,
dulce.
it's a bit embarrassing to talk about.
Con un
but
cascarón muy
we
duro, pero una perita en dulce.
confiscated his vision during the Vision Hunt Decree.
Tiene energía de Golden Retriever y eso es precioso.
At the time, Arataki Ito put up quite a fight. It took a huge amount of manpower and resources, and in the end, we had to enlist the help of Kujo Sara to finally secure his vision. The Vision Hunt was a mistake, but we never expected that he would go to such extreme lengths to take revenge on
No
us.
se puede odiar a Dito. Es efecto, no se puede odiar.
Does sound a little unstable, just like people have been saying.
Los motivos parecen más
If the
que
two of you are able
suficientes.
to capture Arataki Ito, please bring him straight here. We'll handle him from there.
Thanks for all the info. Too bad we still don't know where he could have run off to. We already got word on the street, so maybe it's time to talk to a real specialist.
A los niños, porque.
Paimon remembers that there's a detective agency
Ah.
here in Inazuma. Maybe we can try asking there.
Pero obvio no vamos a ver a Heisu. Porque esta misión se hizo antes de que sacaran a Heisu, so yeah. Tal vez hablen de él. Pero de que aparezca no creo. Hay pocos personajes que no puedo odiar. Exacto. Pero los hay.
Hello, we'd like to ask some questions about Arataki Ito.
El personaje que más he odiado en Genshin Impact es esa señora. Hasta celebre su muerte. Estoy contenta. Por eso.
Oh, him again. Sure.
Disculpen a los amantes de
We've already
señora,
been
ok,
investigating
pero
for the
sí,
Tenryou
a
Commission.
mí me
But
cayó mal
first,
desde el
do you
inicio.
have enough Mora to cover the fee? I've heard all about your travels. After everything you've been through, I'm sure you understand the way these sorts of things work.
How much out here?
A one-off payment of 397,000 mora up front.
Nada más.
5% of your Adventurers Guild remuneration as my commission, if Arataki Ito is successfully caught and brought to justice.
Ah, chihuahuas.
That's crazy expensive! How did you even come up with the price that high?
Hold on. I wasn't finished. It just so happens the initial fee has already been paid in full by the Tenryou Commission. All you'll need to pay is the small commission fee. And, as for that amount, I'll settle things with the Adventurers Guild once we have Ito. So, from the way I see it, you guys are getting a pretty nice deal. Now then, to give you the full picture in this case, we must first recount a well-known Inazuman fairy tale.
Ok. Oh,
A
cinemática.
long, long time ago, in a village lost to time, there lived a crimson Oni and a blue Oni. They were the best of friends. The crimson Oni looked fierce, but was gentle like the humans. The blue Oni looked human, but was reclusive, like an Oni. The crimson Oni wished to befriend the humans, but they were scared and threw beans at
¿Ese
him
era
whenever
Ito de
he came
chiquito?
near. So the blue Oni said to the crimson Oni,
Akka, I'll cause trouble in the village. You come and stop me. Then the humans will accept you.
as planned, the crimson Oni chased the blue Oni away. The crimson Oni's deeds spread throughout the land, and people finally accepted him. But when the crimson Oni went to tell the blue Oni the good news, he was gone and left only a letter behind.
I went traveling. Don't come find me or they'll treat you as a naughty little Oni. But don't worry about me. No matter where I go, we'll always be friends.
Oh, qué lindo. No había visto esa dinámica, está muy tierna.
What about the little blue Oni? Whatever happened to him?
I suppose the blue Oni simply disappeared, never to be seen again. Only the crimson Oni remain now.
But the blue Oni was just an innocent little kid.
¿El cuento tiene algo que ver con el
Of course
caso?
it does. Otherwise, I wouldn't go through all the trouble of telling it. One interpretation is that the story is actually broadly based on historical events and that Arataki Ito is, in fact, a descendant of the Crimson Oni. What I'm trying to tell you is that the Oni have sacrificed a lot in the past in order to finally integrate themselves into human society. But there are still some volatile personality traits in the Oni bloodline. Every generation of Oni inherits these traits. So while Arataki Ito has never been known to commit a wrongful act in the past, can we ever completely rule out the possibility of him one day allowing this side of him to take over?
But how could he do that? After the blue Oni's sacrifice? That would be such a betrayal.
That's a very old story. Nobody knows how long it's been since the blue Oni disappeared. We can only assume that they have long since died out, in which case, it would be quite a stretch to say it still counts as a betrayal at this point.
Pues sí, porque ya es bastantes descendencias.
Besides, the suspect has already confessed. What is there left to discuss?
Que tal vez lo está haciendo para hacer lo mismo y que ahora ya no sea el Oni azul el que la gente esté huyendo de, sino que ahora sea con el Oni rojo.
According to my investigation, he was headed southwest. I would bet he's already made it to Yashiori Island by now. The Tenryou Commission is unable to enter territory controlled by Sangonomiya troops. No doubt that's the reason Arataki Ito chose to flee in that direction.
Bienvenido, gracias por la información.
Don't mention it. I'm just doing my duty.
Wait, Paimon still has a question. If Arataki Ito has given into his bad side, won't that mean he's extra mean and violent now?
I could only assume so. Judging from his previous bouts, he is a skilled fighter with a lot of brute strength. Whether or not you'll be able to handle him, that I do not know.
Okay, but what's up with people throwing beans at Oni? What use is that?
Ah, yes. Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that Arataki Ito is
Por eso
allergic
les
to
lanzo
beans.
porque es alérgico a los frijoles, ¿no?
In fact, all Oni will avoid beans, but especially Ito. I heard that just touching a bean is enough to incapacitate him. If you could weaken him a bit by triggering his allergies, perhaps you'd have better luck subduing him.
Siendo un tanto injusto.
It's fine. He's the bad guy, remember?
It just so happens that I have a bag of beans right here. I was planning to use them to make some porridge, but I think you will find a better use for them. Of course, I will charge the Adventurers Guild a fair and reasonable rate for the beans.
Esta doña.
Sneaky. But also, thanks. Let's head to Yashiori Island and start looking for Ito.
Ito. ¿Dónde estás, amiguito? Ito, Ito. Ah, ¿dónde estás? Llega al destino.
According to Detective Sango, Ito should be somewhere around here. Catherine, look! Footprints! Let's see where they lead.
Ay, me emocioné.
There's a camp here, but nothing stands out as particularly noteworthy. Let's keep moving forward. There are more footprints here. He should be just up ahead.
¿Pero eso termina aquí?
Wait, could that be him? Is that Arataki Ito? He doesn't seem to be looking this way. Perfect. Let's try the beans Detective Sango gave us. It'll save a lot of hassle if we can avoid a fight.
Lo siento, Ito. No vas a ser hermoso. Usted no me ve.
Beans!
Ay, no puede ser.
Are you okay?
No, Paimo, le acabas de lanzar comida al cual es alérgico. Por supuesto que no está bien.
What should we do? I didn't think he'd react this badly.
Don't be alarmed. It's just my my allergies acting up. I've got it under control. It's all right. I got this. I just gotta tough it out. I can take it. I can take it.
No, no puedes.
Who am I kidding? I gotta catch my breath here. Whatever it is you want.
No he llegado a ese nivel, pero sí se siente bien feo. Pobrecito. Es alergia respiratoria.
Woo, that's better. That sure took a lot out of me, though. Hey, why'd you have to be so mean, huh? Surprise attacking me like that.
Tengo muchos frijoles más en la bolsa, será mejor que nos acompañe.
Hey, whoa, take it easy. Just stop with the beans, okay? So you're here to bring me in. How in the world did you find me all the way out here anyway? Well, whatever. If you think I'm going back with you, you can forget it. I'd walk away if I were you. I pack a mean punch, you know. I don't want to hurt any regular folks like you.
La cara de... Ay,
That's pretty big talk considering
ya
all
no
the
tendré
beans
esa
we have.
cara, en serio. No. Tú cometiste esos robos y secuestros, ¿no es así?
Yep, that's right. Me, all by myself. Nobody else. As boss of the Arataki gang, I gotta nab a little food and drink when we're running low. That's only natural, right?
Es que mira lo que es hermoso.
Yeah, but nabbing people? That's taking it a bit far, don't you think?
Creo que está hablando de otra cosa, no es gente, ¿verdad?
Not when their families will pay good mora to see them again. Easy pickings.
Ay, no, no te creo. ¿Sí estás haciendo eso?
And the extra mora means I can, give some to my gang to spend on themselves.
Al menos eres sincero.
Hey, what's with all the questions? Like I said, I'm not going back with you, so stop wasting everybody's time.
No way, mister! We've accepted a commission to bring you back!
What did you say, little one? Go on. Say it to my face.
Qué hermosa cara.
Well, mostly she took a commission to bring you back.
Ya no eres tan valiente, Paimon.
Looks like you aren't gonna let this drop. In that case, we...
Uncle Ito!
Tío.
Don't run now. Careful or you'll fall.
Ay, mínimo si les hubieran puesto
What's
los
taking
cuernos.
You so long? You said we were gonna have a beetle fight today. Come on, you promised.
Al menos que sea el lado humano de la
yeah,
familia.
Yeah, that's right. Still going ahead. But you see, I've been out here for ages, and I still can't find a beetle that I like. So just give Uncle Ito a little more time, okay?
Huh? Who are they? Are they your friends?
Yeah, that's right. I told them not to come, but what can I say? They were just too worried about me. It's because of a little thing called, prestige. Yeah, because of all the prestige Uncle Ito has.
What are you talking about?
Tú nomás sigue el juego, sí.
Come on, just...
Me encanta. Es hermosa su personalidad.
Uncle Ito, you don't look so good. You look like you're about to fall over.
Está pálido, ya es pálido.
That's because Uncle Ito bumped his noggin on a tree branch while looking for a beetle. Uh-oh. It's all good, though. These horns are rock solid.
Okay, if you say so. Granny and I will keep heading back now. Don't be too long.
Yep, I'll be right there. Hope you're ready to lose today.
Espero que no se cansen de fangirleo, en serio. Es que... ¿Qué serán esos?
The old lady was Granny Oni. She's the one who took me in and raised me. And the kid's name is Daisuke. I took him in just a while back. They're both like family to me.
Ah.
They escaped with me out this way, along with my boys from the Arataki gang. If I didn't bring them with me, the Tenryou Commission would be knocking on their doors for sure.
No pensé que fueras tan considerada con los demás.
Right. But if you care about them so much, then you shouldn't have done all that stuff that made them worry about you in the first place.
Listen, how about we make a deal? You two let me go wrap things up with Daisuke, and once we're done battling beetles, the two of us will settle things with a duel. If you win, I'll come quietly. You can take me back to Inazuma City, and you won't hear a peep out of me. Why? 'Cause I'm an Oni of my word. I'll just tell little Daisuke that my friends and I need to step outside for a moment. That way you won't worry. Cool?
What should we do? There is the kid to consider.
Está bien, trato de hecho.
Oh, it's on! I like your style. All right, but first things first. I need to find an Oni Kabuto to battle with. I've been looking here for ages and haven't found myself a winner yet, so it's time to try somewhere else. Come with me. Saves you worrying that I might skedaddle.
Ay, todo es comprensible, ya sé.